Hello, everybody. Jackie the Gen Vamp here.
And I'm Christian. You're good old Christian. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
be so good to you, America, that I'm gonna make you cream your
good
pants.
old America. And welcome to the Vamplifier, Episode 2. And today we're covering Tales from the Crypt, while I show you, Christian, something that we both experienced in our childhood. Do you remember Doom 64?
Oh yes.
Well, this is
Very well.
brutal Doom 64. It, it, in fact, there is a way to do well on it, but it can get really hard. Uh, the hell? A
Well,
delay?
supposed to be.
What the fuck? No. I think I know what happened. I think it's probably because I renamed it. Let me just reload that because that is not supposed to happen. Okay, I think
If one job, sir. One job.
you never will stop with that. Okay, let me just try that again. I hope it goes well. Okay, allow it. Alright, and now let's try it again, because it said file was missing when I'm not really missing anything. What? It said missing map 2. What the hell is going on? What? I don't get it. What's going on? Damn it. It still gives me that
Ah.
same crap. What the hell? Okay, well, here's the game. I don't know what happened. I think it's probably because I have like a second file in there. But let me go ahead and just enter this cheats in, so. Okay, good. Alright, good. I am invincible, and this is the game. And
What the shit's going on?
I know. It's my thoughts exactly. I still can't believe what's going on. I don't know why I just killed my friend, but okay, but this isn't the only the reason why I'm showing you guys this game now is because I just got it recently, and there will be a link in the description once this video gets exported to YouTube, which will be found on oh, my bad. It will be found on my channel as well as Christian's channel with it, which is basically Taste the Frack You. Now, I'm of course cheating to show off more of the game because it can get hard, especially since some monsters are further away. For some reason I can't aim down my sights, but whatever, couldn't do that in the original. Anyway, since of course I'm playing a horror-related game, since you're facing, demons from hell, there's some pretty interesting games that are going to be coming out. There's Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe it will have the zombie DLC, possibly. And then there's Horsey. Okay, another thing to know is Dead Rising 4 is going to come out in December. December 4th, to be exact.
Yes, December 4th. Dead Rising, which I only played like a couple hours ago, I want to say.
The first game?
What was that?
Was it the first game?
Yeah, it was the first game, which I mean, I did enjoy it very well. I never got to actually finish it, and from what I heard, apparently, to actually get like 100% on it, it's fucking like impossible to do. I'm like,
Aiming is done with the left analog stick, so that's a bit of a pain. And I can definitely say that there can be fun with it, but everything about it has been greatly improved upon in the sequels, including the remake of number 2, which of course doesn't have a time limit. And I'm glad that it doesn't. Hold on, speak up, what?
Nah, I was saying, why a time limit? I just don't get that. Like, let me just kill fucking zombies.
Well, you can in the off-the-record version, and you can unlock overtime mode, which gives you actually unlimited time. Dead Rising 3 does the same thing, except you can actually make combo weapons on the fly, combo food, combo vehicles. The main character is not as cool as Frank West, but he's something.
So what you're saying is that I can make like a McRib sandwich within like mashed potatoes, within like nachos. What you're saying?
Sounds about right, because you can have like a specific food type, but it's not exact, and you could still make good food with that. I'm a little lost right now, but I think I know where I'm going. I think. Don't hold me to that.
You know what you're doing, sir.
Oh yes. What else? Let me just check on the Skype thing here. See what other things do I show. There we go. Now it popped up. Okay, Instagram. Oh yes. I actually created a YouNow and Instagram. I have my own account there. If you look up Jackie the Gen Vamp, you will. If that's my username on YouNow, you'll find my account there. And of course, what was it? Ah, this is done. Oh, shit. Ah. Hi.
No.
God damn it. I like the animation of this, but yeah, you get where I'm going with this. And I'm just basically covering section 1 really quickly. There isn't anything all that new, aside from some things, and at the end of November 29th, for those who don't know, Final Fantasy, okay, that's it. I had enough of you.
Final Fantasy. Before all that, I just
15.
want to say hi, Queen Yuna 10.
Oh, hi, Queen Yuna 10. Hi.
Yeah, hello. Welcome to the show. I promise you, you're gonna have a very lovely time here.
Okay, it's the end of that level. All right.
So yeah. But yeah. Okay. Final Fantasy 15. I'm saying right now, it's not gonna come out.
Not until November 29th. It has a release date.
I know that's what it says, but I'm like, it's not coming out. I'm sorry. That game is never gonna come out. Okay. Let's be real here. It's like, I'm sorry, it's not.
Oh, come on. It has to come out. They made movies of it already that are supposed to tie in.
It's not coming out, okay? I'm sorry, people. It's not coming out, okay? No. You know what? It's not. You know what? It has a much chance of like coming out as much as like Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out. I'm saying right now, neither one is coming out. It's not like fucking.
Kingdom Hearts has an actual release date, brah.
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't.
That's not my prerogative.
It's my prerogative. Sorry. Okay, let's see what else. Now that's just section 1 that's out of the way. If there's anything else that comes up, we will mention it. But off to the main portion of this recording, which is Tales from the Crypt, and we covered and we saw all of season 1 of the whole thing. And it's my first time seeing it. I enjoyed the ever-loving crap out of it.
My second time watching it, and I still love it.
You still what?
I still love it.
You still like it?
I still love it. Like I still think it's a very good show. I do have something to say about it because I'm like, just in terms of like for newcomers out there, they may want to watch it, but yeah, like you know, it's one of my favorite like horror anthologies. Although I would say like I kind of got like late into it, but yeah, like it's a really great Halloween anthology show.
Oh yes, it's about as fun as Creep Show 1 and 2. I would say Creep Show 3, but that one sucked balls.
I never seen the second Creep Show. I remember watching like the first Creep Show, and you know, I love that movie, yo. It's I'm trying to release my favorite. But anyhow, Creep Show. Tell us on a Crypt.
Yes, but before that, I just want to mention, based on what you're seeing right now, this game actually is pretty customizable in its own right, and it's free to download. link in the description in case I already said that. But yes, on to Tales from the Crypt. We will start with season 1. Start with episode 1 in season 1. There's only 6 episodes here.
The Man Who Was Death.
Yes, about Niles Talbot, and I guess you could call him an electrical worker, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Basically, like he's like the dude who's in charge of like the electric chair. There you go.
Yeah.
And he basically throughout at least that first episode, he's talking directly to us, and telling basically telling us like all these things, like criminals should do this and that, and for the first episode, it is pretty good. I did enjoy it. It has a bit of a serious tone to it.
Oh yes, definitely. I really enjoyed that. How he pretty much went really insane after with wanting to give people the death penalty to people he felt were guilty, or just didn't have any evidence to prove they're innocent. That due to a lack of evidence aren't able to prove their innocence. What were you saying?
I was saying he became the fucking Punisher.
Pretty much electrical Punisher.
Electrical Punisher.
I don't know.
It's a lame ass superhero name.
Even though he went in, he's like, or we could. I can't call him Electro. That name's already taken. What should we call him?
How about just I don't know, dude. Like I suppose no what kind of name would you give him?
I got it, Electro Dude, because he kills people by the means of electrical means. Like, in fact, it's so cheesy as to how he kills this one couple that weren't found guilty due to a lack of evidence. It was just hilarious how he killed them. Basically, he somehow got a hold of the freaking, what do you call it? Oh my god. Basically
Thing.
these, huh?
And I was just thing. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing, the electrical circuit thing, and he basically just fiddled with it to make it boil them alive while they were in their while they were in their spa. Where the hell do I go now?
Well, not really spa. It was it's a hot bathtub.
Hot, yeah, exactly. It looked very luxurious.
Yeah, and like basically, pretty much, they're all, they're like, spilling all the shit out. Like the lady's like, like he made me do it.
He made me do it. Don't kill me.
You bitch! You set me up. And then they all died.
Pretty much until he gets found out because he didn't know how to cover his tracks. At least that's what I believe. How else would they be able to catch him at that point in the club? Because he didn't cover his tracks.
Well, I guess because like they saw some kind of pattern, like, hey, we're getting electrocuted.
Pretty much, it was like super easy. Like, how could they not figure that out before? I don't know. I guess because he just somehow was good earlier, even though he really wasn't. Earlier in the episode, that is. It was just ridiculous. Oh yes, could have. And how do you feel about this episode?
Well, again, like I already said, I really enjoy it. It was just the fact, like, I guess kind of first watching, I'm like, what the shit? I don't know exactly what I was kind of quite expecting. I'm like, okay, this actually is pretty cool, Like I was like, I dig it as a first episode. I'm like, okay, as a pilot, like in a sense, a way of like, that first pilot episode is supposed to give you like a feel to what's gonna come, throughout of like each seasons, and that's what it does. Like, it's a good opener to it.
Oh yes, a good way to open it. I really do enjoy it. Oh, take that, Pinky. Okay. Oh. Yep.
Take that, Pinky. Really?
Pinky.
Really? Did you just really say that?
Yep.
Sir.
Hey,
Hold
Another
on.
crazy game is H-Doom. Oh my god, I don't even know where to begin with it. Ah, shit.
Okay, so for our next episode, I mean, are we done with that particular episode?
Yeah, I guess I enjoyed that episode being, despite coming off as a bit cheesy and quick, because it's really hard for me to find this scary. There's some scary bits, but it's not scary at all.
To be kind of fair with it, like these are like adaptation of of comics that was from like 50 years ago, and well, I mean, if you read them now, they're probably not as scary as one might think.
Yeah.
So like some of so they have that kind of cheese matove to it, but I would say at least kind of this one I don't feel like it was like cheese. I mean, I would say a little more kind of sleazy to it because they got you see some nudity. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. This wasn't originally made only for television, was it? Because you have more. Seemed like you have more information.
It was made for HBO. Remember, it's not TV, it's HBO.
Yup. Yeah, you're right.
And with HBO, you got my titties everywhere. But we want to make this, Grand Crypt. I don't care you want to make a cripple drama. You gotta put some titties in there. You gotta put big smacking titties.
Yep. Titties. Good lord, you're making me want to play Titties by Chris Calico. Good song, by the way.
What?
That's a funny song. Titties. Titties. I'll need to show it to you. Oh, that was really quick. I should have. That was no.
Now on to the next episode, and all through the house, which is a Christmas episode. And I have a very interesting tidbit from this, but yeah, pretty much, basically, this lady said, you know what? I'm sick of you. I forgot to do his name.
Yeah, basically.
I'm sick of you. I'm sick of your shit. I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's what she does. Although not in that kind of way, because that would be just too.
But yeah, she basically kills him from behind with a poker. Okay, that was actually pretty scary. How they just popped out of nowhere. Yeah, I definitely can understand that. Oh. Ah, they got super speed now. Shit.
You fucking up already, aren't you?
Damn it.
One job, sir. One job.
Okay, but for real though.
And pretty much as she's trying to trying to dispose the husband's body, during which a maniac comes and apparently is escaped mental patient and basically try to kill her and stuff.
Yeah, because why the hell not? He's crazy. Doesn't need much explanation.
I mean, at least to be kind of fair on it, it's kind of playing off of where these the Tales from the Crypt come because they usually have kind of a morale kind of story to them, because you have all these horrible people and it's kind of exaggerated matter, but that's kind of the whole point of it. Yeah, you know what? You're a horrible person. You deserve all the worst thing to happen to you.
Pretty much.
At the very end of it. And here's some pretty interesting facts about it. The person who directed this first episode was Robert Zemeckis, the same dude who directed the Back to the Future trilogy, Castaway, Forrest Gump. I'm trying to think. The Polar Express, Flight. He literally, he's a high credible movie director, and he's doing Tales from the Crypt, so it goes to show you that he's an awesome dude.
Yep.
And also I just realized this now hopefully I am right, so don't exactly quote me on this particular thing, but the dude who directed The Man Who Was Death, is Walter Hill. I want to say he directed The Warriors.
Oh yeah, that's right, he did, yes. I believe he did. And also, that spawned a video game. Well, he didn't actually make the game, but Rockstar took influence from that. Hey, look. I see a secret. What the hell? It's like it tears right through the environment. What? Anyway,
I,
moving on. Yes,
I
I
see.
was like, oh yeah, it's like, oh god.
This thing is going on over here. Well, if
Got
I
it.
go to the secret, will it take me to like to Bottom Doom? Yes, it will. Oh,
Bottom
shit.
Doom, the place where everything glitches for no reason. Oh yeah, but go on.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Okay, moving on. I can definitely see. Oh, I do know who those directors are. Yes. And anyway, The Warriors was good, and it was only the start of something that just got a whole lot better.
Oh, and also, he also directed 48 Hours with it's with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, there you go, people.
That is actually pretty dope. Yes.
Oh, and also he directed one of my favorite movies, Last Man Standing.
You enjoyed
It's
that?
huh?
You liked it? Oh.
Yeah, like it's a 1990s, okay, 1996 movie, and it's a remake of Yojimbo.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, but it did not do well with the box office, unfortunately.
Well, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was pretty good. Like, it was it's a really cool like action movie. So, anyways, back to Tales from
Yeah,
the
it
Crypt.
takes place in the Old West, the desert. Yeah. Yojimbo,
Oh.
I've seen that one. Akira Kurosawa's classic film, which of course influenced Sergio Leone to see for a few dollars. I mean, to make Fistful of Dollars.
Another my favorite, like that's one of my favorite Western movies.
Oh yeah. I like that movie myself. Especially for a few hours more, but I never liked The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly very much.
What?
I don't know.
What did you
It
not?
has. Oh, I don't know. Probably because it. I guess you could say it was a different type of Western. I could see how others like.
It's the same
What?
one. Okay, you're disowned from you're disowned, sir.
But Dad!
You're disowned. How dare you say that in front of my face of saying the good and bad and ugly is not as good. How dare you say that to me?
Okay, I'm saying. No! I'm just saying that. No. What I'm saying is that I feel that the previous films, for a few dollars more and Fistful of Dollars, are just better. I just think that they're better movies in comparison to Leone's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I can understand why people like it. I just felt it was different than what I expected. It's because
I want to say I respect your opinion and to each your own, but I want to say absolutely you're incredibly wrong, sir.
Okay,
absolutely incredibly wrong.
Dude, look, it just was more fun as like an action western with the first two movies. I just liked that one more. The second one concentrated on Tuco, and as well as the others, and I just didn't like Tuco. I just felt he was like, sometimes he was funny and he's right about some parts, like when he killed one person who was after him. But still, I just felt.
You mean the famous scene where he says, if you're gonna shoot, don't talk.
Exactly. Yeah, that one. That was a good scene. I just didn't like Tuco much. Where do we go? I'm not saying that it's awful. No. It's actually has a lot of good things going for it. The acting, the casting. The only thing that really bothers me about it is the story. I just find that the story is not as good. That's all.
Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart here.
I gave it all the credit in the world. Hey, I didn't say it was awful.
I don't know.
Damn it, you're trolling me again. It's fine. Now let's see. Moving moving
But yeah,
on.
back to Tales from the Crypt.
Yes, so good. I enjoyed number 2, even though the Santa Claus in that, the Santa Claus killer, I
Mhm.
don't know how he killed a Santa Claus. It's just ridiculous how nobody actually that the police took forever to show up. They didn't even show up at all in this one,
To be fair, that's just police in general. They take
and
forever.
how
I mean, well, although it was in a rich neighborhood, so yeah,
a
so
rich
yeah,
neighborhood.
yeah, it was a rich neighborhood, yo.
I didn't know
I
that
could,
part.
well, I mean, I
But
can only
she
assume
wasn't
so.
rich.
Yeah, you know, they seem rich to me.
Well, she's a gold digging whore though.
Exactly. Oh, and I do want to mention this, uh, because it's kind of funny. Uh, I do want to say like I do really love this second episode. I'm like, okay, I just love this show because of the fact like it goes just absolutely balls to the wall and just exaggeration to to a T. And I do
Hmm.
want to say like for those who may not know this, and I'm going to go right to it. Uh, because you probably know this, kind sir. There was a Tales from the Crypt movie from 1972.
I did not know that actually.
Yes, I recently got it and I said, you know what, I'm gonna watch it because I'm in a very Tales from the Crypt kind of mood. And as I watch it, it's like in terms of like tone and how it's so different from the show itself. Like it's literally the only exception they did. I mean, from what I can tell, they did took the stories from the Tales from the Crypt comic because one of the stories was the in all through the house.
Mm.
And let me tell you, side by side, these are two completely different adaptation of the same story. Because one is the tone of the 1972 movie is it pretty much is more like a actual horror movie to it. Just it has a much kind of slower pace to it. Like it's shot very well. This on the other hand is just it again exaggerated because that's Tales from the Crypt.
Yep.
And it in all its shining moments. So it just it goes to of silliness to it.
I could definitely understand and all of that. It's very fun.
Yes. Yes.
I can definitely see that. I did not see the movie, but I want to see the movie. And since it's similar to this, since it's part of this series, I guess that means we will have to cover it for next time.
Uh, well, I mean, not exactly because when people think of the Crypt Keep, they think of the one from the actual show, would have you making all these kind of terrible puns, but the Crypt Keeper they have it basically some old fat dude, and he didn't really go as doing some kind of puns or whatever. It was taking more of a more serious tone, I guess you can say. Yeah, it's I mean we can cover it, no doubt about it. It's just I'm saying right now, it's you're not gonna expect the same thing. It's kind of actually different as tone.
I understand. I'm just whoa.
Fuck you, beast. Fuck you, demon.
Yep.
Get Brett. Do all the things.
Got him.
Shoot them all.
Yep. I could definitely understand that. I really
But yeah,
want to download Left 4 Dead, but it's been a while, and I'm playing this. I guess I'll play this and possibly get to show that next time. Damn, I really wanted to download it, but it's gonna take a while. Plus, won't that cause my stream to lag when I do something?
I mean, so far it's looking good, but I mean, let's not chance that.
I get you. I'm just basically saying that if something is loading, it can cause something to go slower. At least that's what I think. because I haven't tried it. I'm a little hesitant because I can't have too much open at once, and that will, because I know what my computer can, I know what my comp can handle. But anyway, yes, I could definitely see the appeal that the show brings. Yeah, it's very exaggerated. Even when she was scared, whatever that chick's name was, I'm just gonna call her the bitch. The bitch.
Bitch.
And her dumb daughter, who is such a moron.
It's like she's a little girl or something. Doesn't know the difference between like a crazy homicide maniac and and Santa Claus.
Exactly, and I'm surprised that it ended like that. Like, we didn't even see what happened after he came up to her. He came up to her through the ladder, you know?
Yeah, I like how she just kept on screaming, "Oh, ah! Ah!" I just think of like my entire thing is like,
So silly.
I'm like, "Oh, Tales from the Crypt, you slay me."
So silly. Oh, okay, that was weird. I thought there was supposed to be something up here. Whatever. Moving on.
Moving on. Now we,
Wait.
we get to.
Another thing that was really funny was when she was locked in the closet. Like, why is there an auto lock on the closet door? What? What's going on?
Oh, I don't think it does that because like when he tried to like close the door, like apparently like the fucking knob just came off. And I'm like, what the shit?
I know,
Like,
and I'm surprised that the door was hard to get open at that point. It was ridiculous. God. It's an enjoyable romp. All of them are. They're all extremely insane. But yes, going on and on to the next episode. Dig that cat. He's real gone.
Yes. And another fun fact, it was directed by Richard Donner, the same dude who directed, I want to say The Goonies. Yeah, The Goonies, the Lethal Weapon movies, Superman and Superman 2, and trying to think. I wanted to say that's kind of, that's all I could think of at the moment from the top of my head, but yeah.
I see. Oh, Dad. Oh, hell. And what I could say about this episode is dig that cat. He's real gone. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Richard Donner. Okay. Okay. I forgot. What was this one about? A surgical man who was... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. This is from Ulrich the Undying. Now I remember. Yeah. Yeah, this one had Joe Pantoliano in it, who is a good actor.
Yeah, and I forgot the other dude's name, but like, he played the reporter in the Batman movie.
Oh, which Batman movie?
Huh?
1989?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. I was just making sure. Because when you say the Batman movie, which one?
It's so fucking nerdy.
You're supposed to know.
So can you go first to talk about this extraordinary tale of a tale?
Oh, yes. This extraordinary tale about a guy who gets, what, a piece of a cat brain put inside his brain, and the cat dies, and he gets killed to show that he has 9 lives, when really it's his 8 lives because the cat died. During that...
Spoiler alert! Shh!
What?
Spoiler alert! Shh! You know what is spoiling? Like a 30-year-old movie?
So there are going to be spoilers. So we apologize. We should have put it at the beginning, but I think that was kind of obvious because how else will we have a discussion?
And also, it's like a 30-year-old movie. If you haven't seen it by now, don't blame it on us. Blame it all on Jack.
I apologize, but it's definitely worth it. I'm trying my best to keep things spoiler-free. But yes, basically, the plot of it all is, I'm not going to say every part, but I am going to say that it's really ridiculous.
Oh, I love it.
Huh?
I just love the fact that, like, it's killing all these kind of, like, crazy ways and shit. It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he was basically profiting off of the fact that he can never die. eye, and when he does die, he instantly comes back. And
Well, he didn't have like an Uncle Ben to tell him, like with great power comes with great responsibilities.
nope. But
All he can.
and he was a homeless guy, and at one point, he also ends up becoming of course, obviously a villain because he's a horrible person. I won't say why, but we pretty much know based on how he's profiting off of that. Yeah, he's a dick, and he only gets worse, and he meets some bimbo. That's all I can
Hey.
say. What do you mean, yeah? No, yes. No.
No. I said, hey, sir. Hey, hey.
Oh,
Hey.
okay, I
A
misheard
pretty
you.
bimbo. A pretty bimbo.
Yep. She is a bimbo, though.
Indeed.
Yes, one of the biggest bimbos I've seen.
Ah.
Not really the best actress, though. One who played as her wasn't very good. That's what I can say.
Uh.
And, and even
It's
though
really
the scientist is not exactly doesn't exactly approve of this, which is actually pretty funny. I think it's funny. He's like, this is terrible. It's like, what are you talking about? It's a great idea. We're making money. But 60% of that should go to my research. And then of course you know what happens next since he's getting most of the profits. I think you can tell. I'm not gonna say. But it's so good.
Yeah. Yes, it is really good. I really enjoy it.
I mean, of course, since he's a horrible person, you know what happens to horrible people mostly. Like,
You get what you deserve.
yup. And let's see what else. I enjoyed that one, even though it could have been a lot better. The next,
How so?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's really just the tale, but I can see how it's really enjoyable. It's just weird weird sci-fi like horror because of the science experiment and all that.
Listen, but pretty much with this kind of show, you have to kind of leave some kind of a little bit of the disbelief.
Oh, I do.
To like you just kind of have to like okay like like I mean it is absolutely ridiculous to the point like wait a minute you're telling me the scientist dude somehow is able to like have like the dude be not die like have 9 lives whatever that's absolutely ridiculous like yeah but that's kind of the whole point of it.
It's impossible.
It's it's a really silly show. It has like great special effects and great
Yes.
like kills and but you gotta realize it's a bit of a silly show. I mean,
Very silly.
you got to realize that.
Oh yeah, I accept that it's silly. That's why I'm keeping season 1. It's great. Worth it. Worth $10 at Walmart. But yeah, possibly cheaper elsewhere, but it's so good. The hell do I go now? But
Oh.
yeah. Yeah, it's great. I don't know what else to say other than I enjoyed the first 3 episodes, even though it felt a little abrupt at the end of episode 2, but I'm enjoying it.
And only sin deep.
Episode 4, the next episode we're talking about.
Yes.
We've gotten halfway through all of this. Okay, well, I'll explain this one. It's basically about this hooker.
Call girl, sir.
Who's
That's a difference between a call girl and a hooker.
oh wow! I actually found out where to go. Holy shit! Right as we were talking about a hooker. You have to say it right, man. It's hooker.
Listen.
Signora, you have to understand, okay? You have to understand that I am Italian, and I say Senora or hooker. Hooker. I don't know what I'm doing.
What accent is that, sir? Like,
Dude, I'm trying to sound Italian. I am trying to sound Italian. The thing is that it's very, very hot. It's very hot.
You're going all over the place with your accent.
I know, it's so good. Just like I went all over the place when I killed those demons. Okay, now. On. Shit! Fuck me! Okay.
So anyways, only sin deep. Okay, so
Hooker,
yeah,
okay, I'll go back to explaining this one 'cause it's my turn. And I guess I'll explain the last two, because I have personal issue with, well, it's this one and episode 5, but anyway. It's about a hooker. I forget her name. What was her name?
let's go with Lorraine because for those who may not know this, the chick who plays the call girl, the main call girl, is
Okay.
Marty McFly's mother from Back to the Future.
Awesome, I didn't know that. Anyway, long story short. Hey Marty, I think you'll hate to know this, but your mom's a whore. No! Anyway,
Marty, you gotta go back.
we gotta prevent this episode of Tales from the. He's like, what are you talking about, Doc? What's wrong? We gotta prevent this episode of Tales from the Crypt from ever being aired. Oh wait, Doc, that's episode 4. I've seen the episode. It's not so bad. Marty, it's your mom. He's like, why? What about her? How does it connect with? She's in the episode and she's a whore. We have to do something, Marty. Anyway, long story short, basically, he's like, but Doc, we gotta do something. It's horrible. Also, for some reason, we've been made into a stupid parody show that only fans of Cartoon Network watchers would enjoy. Wait, what are you talking about? Rick and Morty! It's the worst show I've ever seen! They're horrified by the look of it. But okay, moving on to this. Alright. About this hooker, I forget her name. I think her name's Elizabeth. Yeah, we'll call her Girly. Girly, she basically is a bitch. She loves her beauty, and she basically wants to get with this rich guy. And yeah, story writes from herself from there as she ends up, of course, wanting to have a better chance at life and be able to stay with him because, you know, he's rich and he can provide for her and stuff as long as she's with him. Oh, hey, she's fine. Well, basically, she meets this pawn shop guy, or to get something. I forget exactly. And long story short, she ends up,
money.
Yeah, she wants money, basically. That's why she did all this. Her motive for joining with him was greed. And for wanting to be with him was greed. Okay, next part. She meets the shopkeeper, wants money, and then she finds out that this shopkeeper likes her and says he can make her more beautiful. He talks her into, of course... where the hell do I go next? He talks her into actually joining... basically not joining, but basically taking this. Well, what was put on her face?
Beauty, basically taking like her beauty, and
making her look better.
But basically, she'd be like all beautiful, but like she'd have like a certain amount of months before before her time's ran out and stuff.
4 months. She was given some sort of facial cream or something. That's like ancient or some crap like that.
Yeah, and, you know, pretty much, you know, hey, you know, she got with the guy and stuff. But, oh, no, now...
It will only last 4 months.
And now she's turning all old and shit.
And she doesn't like this, and this is horrible, and when push comes to shove, I don't know if we should spoil the rest of this, because she's, of course, a horrible person, so... Yeah, I'm not going to even spoil that. I'm not, but I'm just going to say this one... I don't know, it was dark and supposed to be, but I don't know how she ends up wanting her beauty back after not liking it and all that, and basically things get more out of hand from there.
I would say I didn't like this one.
Yeah, I didn't care for it myself. It has good parts, but I don't know, I just didn't like it as much.
I think that's the thing about it, because, like, hold on. I trying to think of the word at the moment, and I did have it in one of my notes. Is that okay? Here we go. Snappy, not snappy. Sappy. There we go. Meow. Weird ass cat noises. It was just too sappy. That's what I was going for. Like, cause it's like, oh, like she's doing like this whatchamacallit montage. There we go. Like, oh, she getting all dressed and stuff. Like, okay, like you just don't really care because like the character itself is just like, and
Mm-hmm.
you know what's gonna happen. Like later on, like okay, something horrible is gonna happen, and that's kind of like it and stuff. Like
Yeah.
just in terms like if somehow they made the character has like I want to say well some kind of redeeming quality or like make the character worth the damn, but otherwise it's just like you could have just done without this.
Yeah.
I feel like
It was a weak episode, and she's not really likable. Granted, a lot of the characters are unlikable in Tales from the Crypt, but this one just did not
well
work.
I mean, to be fair, at least with like the first episode, like I wouldn't say like the dude was like was likable. At least like okay, you understand the his character motivation. Like okay, he seemed kind of a somewhat of a down to earth kind of guy. Like all right, I want to say he's cool, but not exactly really. I don't know how to best his character.
Wait, who?
But yeah,
Oh,
like then they have like the second then you have the second episode which she's a cunt, the lady whatever from the second episode, and then you have the third episode like okay, and like in some ways like the homeless like dude didn't like came out as this kind of horrible person is then till later on you see greed got the better of him. you know he did have at least some kind of redeeming factor to him. It's like okay, that's all that is fine. Is more kind of halfway point, like, and it's a short episode. It's just from the beginning to end, it's just this sappy kind of thing. It's like I just don't really care for. I just want something bad to happen, and that's something bad did happen to her. It's just the fact, like I just don't care. Just
yeah.
I guess in some way it's supposed to make you kind of sort of feel for her in some kind of sort of way, but it's like I'm not really feeling for her.
Yeah. She's just a narcissistic bitch who wanted money.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really all she is. She's. That's one of the reasons why we don't like her. Narcissistic people usually aren't as likable. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she sucks.
Just like that whole episode, like I thought it was just too sappy for my taste, and I thought like what, you could have done without this. Like it does. I mean, maybe like in the original comic like storyline, like maybe it was like a lot more better in there. But like when trying to do like a modern adaptation of it, it's like oh we could do this and that. It's like yeah, but like no, nah, exactly no, don't do this, don't do this shit.
Don't do this shit. I like how you say that. It's funny. Oh God. Yeah, it's like, oh, I just killed a guard, an enemy who had a helmet on. That's new. Oh. Let's see. What else can I say about it? Okay, I definitely can agree with you on this one. Too sappy, also just not really a lot of special fun stuff happening with this. Now the next one is episode 5 of season 1. Lover Come Hack to Me. That is a terrible pun. Oh my god, where do I even begin with this failure of an episode? This
Okay,
one
too.
is even worse than 4. Yeah, I think this one is actually worse than episode 4, and I'll explain how so. It's far too predictable off the bat when it comes to this idiot who is with this guy who clearly is wants her for his money. His rudeness displays that he only cares for that. He doesn't say it outright, but you know that. I mean, it makes sense. Just look at the guy. Long hair. He looks like a douchebag. He acts like a douchebag. The aunt
I
points
like
this
it.
out. He, of
I
course,
like it.
expresses rudely that he would only bulldoze her house, which means, yes, he's an awful character. But you were saying?
I say I liked it. I think someone has some jealousy issues over here, kind sir. You don't like it because he has hair.
No, it's not because of his hair. It's actually more of because how everything tied together and how the person he was with, like she wanted to kill him in the end because because even though there's gonna be spoilers, it's kind of hard to spoil it at this point. So, I'm just gonna have to try and put this in the best way. She has a dark past. Her mom killed her dad, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure I got those facts right. And basically, he finds out about this through a nightmare, especially after having a romantic sexual intercourse with her, which that's what he has with her. And and what I can
so,
say,
so crow, crow calls. It speaking
yeah,
like a bird.
forget
That
his
happened.
name.
Douchebag.
Yeah, douchebag. I forget his name. I think his name's Charles or something. We'll just call him douchebag. Douchebag here basically gets. Oh, damn. Okay, this is actually pretty spooky, because if you've been watching the stream, sorry if I'm going all. Okay. That demon, the Pinky, or I guess we could call him the Genki. Wait a minute. I guess we'll call him the Invisipinky. Yeah, Invisipinky. Yeah. The Invisipinky basically has the ability to move quickly in this one, making this actually a bit harder if I wasn't cheating. So you better hit
Cheating
hard.
son of a. You cheater. You cheating cheater.
Yeah, gotta show them the fun somehow, right? Show them why they should play.
Cheater.
Damn it! Stop! You're picking on me!
That's gonna be your Tales of the Crypt episode.
Oh my
Like,
god.
you cheat on this game, and what happens? Then somehow you try to cheat at death, and then death comes, and then you cannot cheat it.
Oh my god.
That's your Tales of the Crypt episode.
Okay, moving on to the next portion is basically this episode. Yeah, I don't like this episode mainly because of the fact that it's like, I don't know, this just wasn't anything special about it, really. We know that we end up we find out that he's the killer, and they end up at a house, which I believe is like the house that they just left. Am I right about that? Just, or maybe it was his other parents' house or something. Her.
Like, something like that.
Wait.
Let's go with.
I can't hear you. What?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, you were saying. Go on again.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it was like her old house or whatever, and yeah.
Yeah, we find out about her dark past, and then she ends up killing him because she wanted a true love or something. And he's saying that, but I don't truly love you. With that being said, you can't kill me. Please don't kill me. He's scared for his life. He's like, oh, but I love you so much. Gets killed. And how he gets killed, it's like, and you can see the blade just looks really low budget. It's hilarious.
I mean, I wish it was hilarious, but like other than,
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. It just looks. It's supposed to be comical, but it's not. It's not special. It just.
see I would say the problem with this is kind of the same thing with like that. That's the one thing, because I have like season 2 of Tales of the Crypt, and I could tell you what I do remember from like season 2 of it. Like, there's a lot of great episodes there, but also you have like the ones that like are not as great, and those are the ones that have like these kind of like these romantic, like sappy love story thing. It's like, we get it, okay, we get all of this. Just just get to the part that works just best. You get to when you get to like one of the exaggerated like craziness of it, it's really fun and it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Unlike this is like, you just want to just be fucking over with, right? At the beginning of it.
Yeah.
The part is that like the one, I I want to say that maybe there is that one kind of like sappy love episode that like it's really fucking good. I just don't know which one it is because
Are you sure?
yeah.
Yeah. I can just tell you, in terms of sappiness, it's just that the way that it just feels very sappy. This one is definitely a lot more sappy. However, she does, of course, the douchebag gets his just desserts in the end, but I don't know. It's just not really that special.
It is not.
It is not. It was supposed to be. For some reason, it just didn't have the same effect.
I mean, it's a whole thing of like, not all of them can be winners.
Exactly. Not all of them. Some of them just don't have that same feel. Ah, shit. Oh god. Let's see. Oh shit, I got him.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to say about it?
Not really. I have to agree with you highly. It had some good ideas. It just wasn't that good. Not even the kills were good. It's so bad that not even the axe can save it. Not even the axe kills can save it.
Gonna give this the axe.
Yeah. It's like, let's move on to the last episode of season 1, which just so happens to be episode 6. Collection completed. Oh my god, Gerard the completionist has gone crazy. He's killing anyone who plays hard games or uses cheat codes. Ah, run!
And there you go. That's your ending, kiddies. Jackie got killed by Gerard because he's a cheat code.
Yep. I'm a ghost now. Anyway, okay, but the thing that I wanted to say is actually about collection completed. This one has to do with a lady who really loves pets, and for some reason they're called pet peeves by the Crypt Keeper, the announcer of the whole thing, the host of the show. Anyway, the thing to know about this one is one thing. How do I explain it in the best way? Hang on, I'm killing them. Okay, the thing to know, trying to explain this in the best way, is that it was surprising me. It surprised me at the very end, and the lady was crazy. I'm surprised that he never called the police. Basically this asshole husband who worked really hard. He's not very nice to her because she only seems to really care about the pets and not really him. Considering that he's a bit of a dick, can you blame her?
Yeah, it's like he's old. Just doesn't get the entire world and all that jazz. And it's like he's been working, for God knows how long, and he's an asshole.
Pretty much. And he doesn't like the fact that she's crazy and only seems to care about animals, which of course he doesn't approve of, because according to which he's the only one working in the relationship, working for a living in this relationship. And he, of course, does not like the fact that she's,
Have all these pets and shit.
Yeah, having all these pets and shit. Exactly. Okay. I have to figure out how to get to the blue thing. But yeah, definitely. What I can say is that it surprised me at the end when he ended up becoming obsessed with taxidermy. I'm like, oh my god, PETA would really love this episode, probably. I think they would get a kick out of it. Don't you think?
Yeah, indeed. Indeed.
Indeed. Oh, Lord, I don't even know where to go next. But yes, oh! Yeah, he's just an asshole. He has a friend who, I guess, gave him some gifts, but they don't really have much bearing on the plot, I don't think. The episode's thin plot. Anyway, yeah, he gets an obsession with taxidermy. She doesn't like it, and you know what happens to him. Even though she's insane, too. So this one was actually one of the better episodes, but still, for some reason, this one just ended up having a good resolution. I guess, considering what happens to him, he's an asshole. He got his just desserts. So I guess I'd have to say this is a good episode. What do you think of it?
I would say it's one of the best. I really enjoy this episode a lot because again, this is kind of this is basically what Tales of Crypt supposed should be like a kind of exaggerated kind of thing of where like it dies up to 11 and then it just go balls out insane at the kind of end of it.
That it
But I
does.
really and I gotta say like fuck that guy, okay, you know fucking fucking asshole, like you gotta kill all the dogs and shit. It's like yeah, that's what you deserve, you fucking prick.
Pretty much.
You know, but I do got like as kind of rewatching it, I do like the fact that like it does have like a good like story arc to it. You know, something unlike of I'm trying to think at the moment throughout the house, where pretty much it was basically like a slasher like mini film pretty much, and then you have dig that cat, his real gun and stuff. It did have a bit of a narrative, but not exactly. This is one of the okay, it has, in a way, is nightly, it's nightly tight. It has a beginning, it has a middle, and it has an end.
That it does. It's probably the longer episode. Would that technically make this episode longer than the others?
Um, I don't remember.
Nah, no problem. It's still pretty good.
Because the thing about it is like like some of the episodes are like either 22 minutes long or like 28 minutes long.
Hmm.
Gotta fit that runtime, yo. Gotta fit that runtime.
Oh yes, definitely. And I enjoyed it. And overall, if we were to tally everything up, since we mostly didn't like episodes 4 and 5 very much,
Hmm.
overall it's a really good season. But it feels a little bit short-lived. I expected there to at least be like 8 or a little bit more than that, but it felt shorter than I expected it to be. I enjoyed the hell out of it, and I want to see more, which of course we will get to because this is so good. I mean, we like Creep Show. We like Creep Show 2. And
I never
now
seen Crypt 2.
you'll love it. We need to watch it together one of these days. In fact, it's Halloween, so we may as well. I mean, I own the movie, so we'll have to watch it if that's only if you have time. But
Yes.
oh, you'll have to let me know because I own it, and I just
Oh,
got.
if we have time, because yeah.
Oh yes, definitely. If we have time, we won't do it during this. We won't exactly do anything for this one, but maybe for like the next recording. Yeah, definitely. Overall, some people may say that season 1 is average. Oh, I remember this part, this squishy bits part. But yeah, definitely, this is definitely a really good entry into the series, even though it feels too short for its own good, at least in my opinion. Aside from that, it's good, despite episodes 4 and 5 pretty much being too sappy and just dark, but not exactly scary or delivering any horror thrills like the other episodes we did. Specifically episodes 1, 2, 3, and 6. So yeah, I would definitely recommend Tales from the Crypt. It's a really good series. Do you feel the same way?
See, I will, but this I'm gonna go like something a little more different from than what you do. I would say like if you are gonna watch Tales from the Crypt, I would say watch like season 2 because I feel like season 2 just does a lot better, and it feels like it does have a you get like more of like all the things you kind of expected from like Tales from the Crypt because
Yep.
I feel like this one like it was kind of like they're like okay like what can we
Okay.
do like basically it was they kind of started on point, and it feels like there was something kind of here and there they need to like kind of iron out like things like later on, like for example, like the Crypt Keeper, because we I do want to say I really enjoy like his design and the
Me too.
puppeteering that goes on with it.
Yep.
Like I would say, don't like expect the Crypt Keeper to be like Crypt Keep the blah, the Crypt Keeper as we know him today. That's one thing I will say about it.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that. Another thing is that I feel that this is a lot better than this season one is better than the season one of American Horror Story. And that much I can say because
Uh,
season one of American Horror Story, even though you haven't may or may not seen it, have you seen it?
I, sir, how dare you come over here and tell me you don't like the American Horror Story season one? How dare you?
Okay, but hear me out though. There really aren't any likable characters in that. But then again, if you get past that and the fact that there's like spirits and its overall feel and tone that it's trying way too that season one, also known as Murder House for American Horror Story, is trying way too hard to be like Tales from the Crypt, or at least season one of it. That one thing I
Uh,
can easily say is a downside for that. But I'm not saying I can understand it has some dark moments that are, done successfully to be scary or heartfelt or whatnot. But overall, there's not hardly anyone in that entire series. I mean, in that entire season that is likable. None of them are. Season two, however, there actually is likable characters and there's more fun with that. So it's the same sort of scenario. Season two is better, just like with Tales from the Crypt. I'm just saying that I'm just gonna throw that out there because that's really all I got to say about season one is that of, or shall I say, Murder House in American Horror Story was bullshit. So fucking boring and dumb. Everything. I just
now,
yeah
say to each your own, but
yeah.
you
I
should
get, oh I
you could be
agree.
wrong, sure. You could be wrong.
Okay, look. I'm not saying you have to agree with me. That's not what I'm saying. This is just me being myself. I'm just saying that I thought it was
I know,
bullshit.
like I said, to each your own, but again, you're clearly wrong. It's just like with the good and better, ugly, you're clearly wrong about that too.
I do
How many
have.
more things you're gonna go through that you are clearly wrong about, sure?
Damn it! What did you turn into? Gopher from Winnie the Pooh?
Baby.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Well, I would say like in kind of terms of that, and then you'll come back, to watch like the first season of like Tales from the Crypt. But at the same time, though, this is a really good kind of jumping on point for those who say, you know what, like I don't know whether or not I want to invest my time and money to this. It's like, okay, you know what, just pick up like the first season because it's only like 6 episodes. It's like at 2 hours. It's basically a runtime of a movie. Let's say you can watch like the first 3 episodes, like okay, I have a good feel for about this. And say, hey, you know what? You can get the second season.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah, second season is better. So yeah, and if anyone has any questions or concerns or whatnot, they can shoot them down below, and we will definitely get back to you on that. All right.
Y-
If anyone wants to be guests in it, please let us know because that would also work. So yeah, I guess you could say that's it. But what question can we ask our viewers? Have any ideas?
Yes. What's your phone number?
No.
You want some of this, this sexiness around me. You want some.
Oh no.
I'll make sure you're creaming your pants.
Oh god. Yeah, your girlfriend's gonna be so mad with you. Oh lord. So yeah. Oh, good. So yeah, I guess that pretty much sums up this recording. Season 1 is good, but it gets better in Season 2 according to what you've seen. But we will give more details on that because we're going to cover that for next time. So yeah, anything else to add in or whatnot?
Yes. I can. Did your pants got cream? Did any of your pants just got cream there, paper? Grrr.
Okay then. So yes, that is our show for today. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you all in the next recording and videos or whatnot. Stay batty.